And we've been waiting for this day for a long time. It's opening day in the NBA. Thanks, everyone, for joining us here in the start of a new season. Alongside Chris Webber and Greg Anthony, I'm Kevin Harlan, the fourth member of our crew. From the sideline, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. We'll see the Clippers taking on Washington. Outside, Wall. It's stolen by Harris. Trying to find Bradley. Gets it to him. Pass to Beverly. That's tipped. Here's Harris. Great pass to set up the lay-in. Harris has got the opening bucket of the night here for Los Angeles. Tobias Harris in his 8th season in the NBA and still just 26 years old.
Yeah, I mean, one season at Tennessee, and he has slowly but steadily improved each year. And, you know, he's gotten stronger, more consistent with his long-range shooting, and he's found his calling as one of those prototype small ball fours.
From outside the arc, knocks down the three ball. Harris has got 5.
Well, one of the things Harris does so well out there is shoot the three ball, which in turn opens up the floor for the rest of his teammates.
Outside, Wall. Left side, Beal. To the paint. The kick out to Wall. And he was camped in the lane there, and he gets the 3-second call. And here are the Clippers. It's a 3-point game. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on John Wall. That is his first foul of the game. First quarter, about a minute and a half in. Poked away. Harris with it. He's got 5. A three-pointer is right on target. Bradley's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. And Harris wide open. He shoots. That 3 off the mark.
Oh, man, you can't get much better look from three-point range than that one. That just wasn't a rhythm.
Wasted no time on that one.
Oh, the mid-range game of Bill is so solid. The D has to be right up on him when he's on this area of the floor.
Harris a screen. And he uses the glass on the layup. 7 points in the game. And with the long season ahead for the best teams, Chris, you get the feeling they wish the playoffs could start tomorrow.
Yeah, I mean, didn't we see that with Golden State last year? It looked like they were a little bored during the season.
Right.
But what happens during the playoff season? That's why we call it 2 different seasons. But once you reach that elite level, Kevin, everything you do is geared toward winning a championship. Everything you do. And so that's why it's so fun watching the best of the best.
And Golden State showed that, of course, last year. Here's Beal. Tobias Harris picking up that last basket. Shoots over Bradley. Misses off the left iron. Clippers leading by 8. And there's the 8-second call as they can't get it across half court in time. Los Angeles making a switch here. Pass to Howard. And it's slammed in by Howard.
You allow Howard to get in close, he's going to punch that ticket.
1:37 left in the first quarter. There's a screen by Gortat. Down low. Trying to go for an alley-oop, but excellent defense and anticipation there to stop it. Here's Porter. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
When you're open, Bill will find you outstanding at working the ball over to the open man.
There's a screen by Gortat. Off the pick. Gilgeous-Alexander can't get it to go. Washington trails by 4. Up top, Rivers. Top of the key. And that one goes long.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D.
Well, he's been the safety valve for them on every possession. So dependable.
Now here's Rivers. He hasn't yet put up any points in this one. Howard's shot is good.
And the combination of his quickness and soft touch around the rim really allows him to pull off shots like that. A lot of players don't have the reverse in their arsenal.
It's going to be out of bounds. Los Angeles will retain possession. Both teams will make substitutions. Pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. Here's Williams. Rebound, Washington.
Yeah, that's just poor decision-making. He's got to be better in those situations.
I'd love to hear his explanation of coach right there. I mean, that should be an interesting conversation.
Now, here's Mahimi. It's Rivers on the wing. Back to Mahimi. 1 second left. And Mahimi with the stuff.
And the one-hand slam just looks so pretty when it's in his hand and he's the one doing the slam.
Agreed. He is smooth as Tobias Harris. He's feeling it tonight and has been the driving force for Los Angeles. He comes away with 11 points in the quarter and is showing no signs of fatigue. We've got more NBA basketball coming your way in just a minute. And the second quarter getting underway. No team gaining an edge so far. Guys, what's your take on the Clippers so far?
I mean, an interesting first quarter. The pressure D seems to be causing a lot of turnovers.
Well, that's what happens when you're aggressive on that end of the floor. They took a few chances and took control of the game.
And let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, the Clippers have hit the reset button, and you wonder how that affects their head coach, Doc Rivers. Now, he seemed reluctant to lead a rebuild with the Celtics, but he's on board doing it with the Clippers. Even though the Clippers relieved him of his title of president of basketball operations in 2017, Rivers has just signed a new extension that will keep him coaching the team for the next few years. Kevin?
Well, if nothing else, DA, he has guided them through some pretty dark hours. Thank you.
Well, that's a nice look, recognizing he had the opening to make the entry pass. And maybe the biggest surprise in the 2005 draft, I mean, Mahimi's name being called in the first round. 128 players were listed in the league's draft guide. He was not on that list.
So both teams changing it up here. To the middle. Parked down low that time, and he got the 3 seconds left. Here's Bradley. Scott inside. Johnson, a wide open look. Kicks it out to Bradley. Hits it from three-point range. Bradley's got 6.
And that's where he's most comfortable. Bradley crafting his game to excel in the catch and shoot.
And here's Morris for 3. Wow, came this close to a 4-point play. He'll head to the line for 3 free throws.
Yeah, you hate to give up a foul on a three-point attempt.
And talking about Mahimi, he was really drafted as a developmental project.
Well, the Spurs were looking for the athleticism up front after David Robinson retired. Unfortunately, Mahimi fouled a lot while guarding. It took him a number of years to become a contributor.
Scott is screened. And we're about 2 minutes into the second quarter. Pass to Thornwell. And here's Bradley from 3. And another 3 for the Clippers.
And started hot, and he's only gotten hotter.
In the corner, it's Morris. Mahimi down low. And it's Mahimi finishing it off.
Look at Morris break down the defense on this play. If they leave one of his guys open, he's going to get it to him fast.
And we're now a little over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. Scott is screened. Here's Beverly. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
Well, that's what they want to see out of Beverly. Decisive basketball. Nice, aggressive drive to the cup.
Now, here's Satoransky. He hasn't scored yet. That, I'm sure, will change. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Releases. And it's wide right. It's off the rim. Here's the Clippers. Here's Beverly. And the Clippers getting another bucket right there.
And really, Beverly is very reliable from the mid-range area. I mean, his jumper has come a long way.
So timeout called here, the first for Washington. Chris, when you played against a team that you had played on before, did you feel any extra motivation to do well against them?
Always. They always got the business. Whether it was I left Golden State and went to Washington, had to give them a triple-double and 40 there. Whether it was after I left Washington, had to come back and give them a triple-double.
Yeah.
And beat them bad and hug the crowd after. Oh, yeah, it's a lot of motivation. You definitely want to make sure you give your ex-team the business and make them regret, at least for, the 24 hours until the next game, that they let you go.
I love that thought process. It's fun. Rivers with it. Picked up by Harris. Here's Howard. Gortat with the block.
Oh, that's just the long wingspan of Gortat. I mean, it's highly effective, especially how he swats away shots.
Looking for Beverly. He gets it there. And it's sent back by Howard. Outside, Beal. Porter in the corner. Shot, high post. And again, Washington, no good. Clippers leading by 4. Pass to Gortat. Harris outside. Offensive rebound. Back to Beverly. And that's a foul called on Bradley Beal. That's his first foul. Full 24-second shot clock. And here is Harris. He's got 11. In the corner, Bradley with it. Shoots over Beal.
Bill has quick instincts on D. He's fantastic at getting his hands up to contest shots.
Another miss, and they've really hit a rough patch here. Out to the right wing. Beverly wide open. Drains the three-pointer. Beverly's got 7 points here in this quarter. Beal, that's for 2. And no good trying to get that one. And that concludes. And now the third quarter about to get going. Here's Bradley. We talk so much about Beal scoring, Chris, but what about his commitment now to getting others involved?
Oh, yeah. Last year, he averaged around 4.5 assists per game. It's gotten to the point where he can slide over to that point guard's role, and the offense doesn't miss the beat.
Just 5 to shoot. Harris inside the line. And no good that time. And it's Washington the other way. Screen by Howard. Gallinari with the steal. And here comes Harris leading the fast break. There's the basket and make it a double-digit lead. Harris has got the first points of the third quarter up on the board for the Clippers. Back to Wall. Outside for Beal. Left side, Wall. Pass to Morris. And Morris throws it down.
And the awareness of Wall, a guy you can count on to find the open man.
It's Gortat, top of the key. And there's the call on Howard. That's his first foul. Harris inside. It doesn't go for him. Great D that time from Green. And there's the call on Marcin Gortat. That's his first foul. Here is Howard. Past the wall. Right around a minute and a half played here in the third quarter. And he buries that one, drilling the rim on the way down.
The form, the touch. The Wall has the mid-range J on lockdown.
Here's Thornwell. Gortat wide open. He fires. And the Clippers miss again. Inside. Here's Porter. And fouled on the shot, so the bucket counts and a chance for one more here.
Look how Porter maintains his focus on this play. Even when you knock him around, he uses his strength to nail these type of shots.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight. And guys, Dwight Howard, a top 20 all-timer in rebounding, an 8-time All-Star center. Greg, really be a Hall of Famer someday, you think?
Oh, he's a lock to be a Hall of Famer when you look at those numbers. Not to mention a 3-time Defensive Player of the Year, and at his peak, one of the most impactful big men we've seen in the game.
And both free throws good for Johnson. Chris, do you think hustle is a skill? And if you do, or want to even tackle that, who are some of the guys that you think hustle is as much as any players in the league?
Not only is hustle a skill, but your motor and hustle is the most underrated skill in basketball, I believe. Think about Draymond Green's impact in Oakland.
Yes.
What he's done for that team. How about a Patrick Beverly, a Marcus Smart, a Kawhi Leonard? These guys definitely can change the pace of the game, especially in the playoffs where every possession matters and the fans are hung on every movement that you do. The fans are waiting and anticipating every play, and all they want is someone to do something so they can get up and get excited. Well, nothing gets a crowd more excited than diving on the floor, saving a possession for your team, you getting a layup on the other end, and these are the guys I would bet first that would make a play like that happen.
Skill indeed. Good point. And keeping us updated from the sideline, let's swing it over to David Aldridge.
Well, Bradley Beal became a first-time All-Star in 2018, but he knows the next step is becoming a better leader. He said, "Sometimes I can be nonchalant, locked into myself and not saying anything. It's just my personality. And as a leader, you can't be that way. You have to encourage your teammates and don't be afraid to say things. Don't be afraid to be a leader." Kevin?
Good story, D.A. Thank you. There's a screen by Gortat. Again, the Clippers.
Timeout. And just like you draw it up, create some space with the screen and get the good, clean look.
Washington calls timeout.
You know, there are certain players who just seem to have a knack for putting the ball in the basket. Lou Williams is in that category.
Washington trails by 7. Morris right side. Pass to Satoransky. Rivers in the corner. 6 to shoot. A reverse. Gortat with the block. Another shot. A rebound by Gortat. The 19-foot shot. No good off the back of the rim.
You got to give the D credit there. It affected him. He didn't have much room to get the shot off.
Pass to Oubre. Over Scott. And so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact and he'll shoot 2. For Washington, they had shot 75% at the line tonight, going 3 for 4.
Well, probably a little draft in the arena tonight. He's the last guy you expect to miss the mark by that much.
Absolutely. Now, here is Gallinari. Covered by Wall. A nice shot by Gallinari.
And that's good stuff from him. Nice touch.
7-second difference, shot and game clock. Back to Satoransky. Pass to Oubre. "16 seconds left from the third quarter. Washington needs to get a shot off here. Here's Wall. Second chance shot. And Morris with the lay-in. Morris has got 4 points now in the quarter.
Morris is a physical guy, solid at staying active on the boards and gobbling up these rebounds.
And just 1 quarter left in regulation. Welcome back, everyone. Thanks for tuning in. Washington trails by 7. Pass to Porter. Back to Rivers. Howard with it. Defended by Beverly. From deep three-point range. Washington with the rebound.
Jeez, maybe he was trying to show off or something right there.
I don't know, but one thing I do know is that he'll hear about that shot during the next timeout.
There's Beal with the 3. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Beal's got the first field goal of the 4th quarter here for Washington. Here's Bradley, and it's sent back by Howard.
You got to be aware of Howard at all times, especially on defense where he makes his living blocking shots.
Rivers in the corner. Morris outside. Shot clock at 6. Poke loose. Outside Beal. Releases. Bullseye.
Wow, he's only going to hit that shot about 1 out of 10 times.
And here is Los Angeles now. In the corner, Bradley with it. And again, it's the Clippers missing.
Yeah, that's just poor decision-making. He's got to be better in those situations.
I'd love to hear his explanation of coach right there. I mean, that should be an interesting conversation.
Here's Porter. That misses. Had a chance to tie it there. And there's the call on Austin Rivers. That's his first foul. Los Angeles calls timeout. The short rest, very important, and one of the benefits of this part of the game is getting on the same page with your team while having the chance to hydrate with Gatorade. Replenish your energy for the late game push. Okay, well, let's go down to David Aldridge for a report from the sideline.
Hey, Kevin, during the last break, I heard Doc Rivers talking with his team. He said, this is what we play for, fellas. Let's knock them on their heels right out of the timeout. Show them how much you want it. Go get it. He really is fired up about this game.
Thanks, David. And it's sent back by Howard.
And love seeing Howard rise up and reject shooters. Just a juggernaut on defense.
Outside for Beal. Back to Howard. Over Harris. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact.
I love watching Howard still doing his thing out there. A nightly double-double threat.
That one misses. Beverly for 3. Buries the long-range jumper.
I don't think they were expecting that shot. They didn't really make an effort to get out on him.
Out to Morris. For the 3. Hits it from three-point range.
Wow, Morris is a great stretch 4. Spaces the floor beautifully. You can't lose him out on the perimeter.
And the foul called on Markieff Morris. That is his first foul of the game. A little over 2.5 minutes have passed here in the 4th quarter. Harris, right side. There's a screen by Gortat. To the inside. All with the steal.
Love when guys are alert and aware on the great job to prevent the entry pass.
That gives them the lead. Howard's got the lead up to 1 now for Washington.
This is what great players do. Howard relishes the chance to hit these important shots. I mean, just the silky shot from Beverly. He's so good at hitting these important shots.
And there's 1:45 left in the 4th quarter. And a wide open look for Porter. And that comes off the assist by John Wall. That's now 8 points for Otto Porter Jr. There's a screen by Gorton. Gallinari outside. In the corner, it's Harris. Fires from the wing. Kicks it out to Bradley. Beverly for three. The shot missing. And it's Washington the other way. Morris a screen. A drive by Beal. Six to shoot. Morris a screen. Inside. Connects.
Guys separate themselves by how they perform in clutch situations. Give this man his props.
Harris a screen. Now Bradley. And it's Otto Porter with the foul. That'll be his second foul of the game. And here is Los Angeles now. There's the pick. For three, Harris buries it. And what a sensational bucket to bring them within one.
Just incredible patience by Harris, rising to the occasion in a big way with the key basket there.
Back to Beal. .23 seconds left here in the fourth quarter.
He is so experienced in these situations. I love seeing Howard welcome the chance to be the hero.
Los Angeles calls timeout. They're behind by 3. 20 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Guys, what do you think?
You know, you'd love to be able to clear space and get that triple, but you can also do the two with a quick foul.
Well, these are some of the toughest decisions. I mean, a good argument can be made for either case.
Harris outside. Pass to Williams. The tray. Bullseye! And oh, that was an enormous three-pointer. Washington calls timeout. Seconds left in the fourth quarter. Pass to Morris.
Look, I love how even during these huge possessions, love his composure.
And the Clippers call time here. They're down by 2. Just 2 seconds left in the fourth quarter. What do you think, guys?
And with a couple seconds still on the clock, I try to get the ball in as close to the basket as possible. That way, if you miss a quick one, you may have time for a putback to tie it at the buzzer.
And so it's Washington who scraped by with the win. What a show they put on here at home tonight.
I mean, these are those games that feel so great to win, and really, it's like a knife in the gut to lose. You gotta love being on edge of your seat and just wondering what's going to happen. How is this thing going to play out?
That concludes the first game of the NBA season. For Greg Anthony, Chris Webber, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan thanking you.